Fatiha Makkiyah.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
All praise be to Allah, the Rabb of the world.
All praise be to Allah, the Rabb of the world.
Ar-Rahmanir Rahim.
Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim.
The Beneficent, the Merciful.
The Beneficent, the Merciful.
Maliki Yawmiddin.
Maliki Yawmiddin.
Master of the Day of Judgment.
Master of the Day of Judgment.
Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in.
Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in.
You alone we worship,
You alone we worship,
and you alone we ask for help.
and you alone we ask for help.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
Guide us to the straight path.
Guide us to the straight path.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
The path of those whom you have favored.
The path of those whom you have favored.
غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين.
غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين.
Not of those who have earned your anger, nor of those who are astray.
Not of those who have earned your anger, nor of those who are astray.
Importance of Surah Al-Fatiha.
Importance of Surah Al-Fatiha.
According to a hadith
According to the hadith
reported by Hadrat Abu Hurairah
reported by Hadrat Abu Hurairah
radiyallahu anhu,
radiyallahu anhu,
Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam has said,
Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam has said,
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says,
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says,
I have divided the salah between me and my servant into two halves.
I have divided the salah between me and my servant into two halves.
And for my servant is whatever he asks for.
And for my servant is whatever he asks for.
When the servant says, all praise be to Allah,
all praise be to Allah,
the Rabb of the world, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says,
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says,
my servant has praised me.
my servant has praised me.
When the servant says, the beneficent, the merciful,
the beneficent, the merciful,
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says,
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says,
my servant has glorified me.
my servant has glorified me.
When the servant says, Master of the Day of Judgment,
Master of the Day of Judgment,
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says,
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says,
my servant has honored me.
my servant has honored me.
When the servant says,
you
you alone we worship and you alone we ask for help,
you alone we worship and you alone we ask for help,
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says,
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says,
this is between me and my servant,
this is between me and my servant,
and for my servant is whatever he asks for.
and for my servant is whatever he asks for.
When the servant says,
when the servant says,
guide us to the straight path,
guide us to the straight path,
the path of those whom you have favored,
the path of those whom you have favored,
not of those who have earned your anger,
not of those who have earned your anger,
nor of those who are astray.
nor of those who are astray.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says,
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says,
this is for my servant,
this is for my servant,
and for my servant is whatever he asks for.
and for my servant is whatever he asks for.
In reading this surah,
In reading this surah,
we confirm that all praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala,
we confirm that all praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala,
who is Rabb of the world.
who is the Rabb of the world.
We confirm our commitment
We confirm our commitment
to worshipping
and praying
to Him only.
to Him only.
We also ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala
We also ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala
for help and guidance,
for help and guidance,
as well as protection
as well as protection
from being misguided.
from being misguided.